What's going on here? You foul beast! How did you get in here? Wow. So this is the foul beast speaker. Now you shall get a taste of my secret technique. Yeah. My blade thirsts for battle. Here goes nothing. Susanoo style. Susanoo! Su! Sa! No! Susanoo! Now for Susanoo style. Exploding implosion! Ha 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 ha! That'll teach you, you foolish beast! You're no match for my new secret technique! Rest in peace, foul beast. The great warrior Susanoo condemns the offense, not the offender. Okay. So yeah, this bear apparently can really sleep. I can't believe it can sleep in a place like this either. It's crazy. Like, I can applaud anybody who can like sleep through, like, who can like sleep in basically any environment and like just sleep, like regardless on like what's happening to them or like the noise around them. Like, I don't know. I used to be able to be a heavy sleeper and like sleep for several hours at a time, but now I can't really afford to do that anymore. But I still get my 8 hours of sleep like a normal human being. I don't know how anybody can like manage to stay up till like 6 a.m., go to bed, and then wake up at like 11. Like, I don't understand. Like, I sleep for 8 hours, so if I sleep at like 12, then I will wake up at 8, because I get 8 hours of sleep like a normal human being. Not only that, but I also like don't really have the energy to stay up past like 1 a.m. Like, 1 a.m. is like the farthest I'll go. Although I have stayed up till 2 a.m. before. Even 3 a.m. But that's kind of like rare situation. But yeah, I will pass out if it's like, with the moment it's like 1:30. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. It's another constellation. What do we got here? Wow. So it may not look like it, but there are 2 dots there. Alright, everybody, please welcome a new celestial god. Sakigami! Ah, Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. My gratitude for releasing my body from its slumber. Please accept my humble thanks in return for your great kindness. I am Sakigami, one of the triumvirate of flora gods known as the Hanagami. My brethren and I have been entrusted with the brush techniques known collectively as Green Sprout. I now grant my humble power to you. Use it wisely. Indeed it was, God of Flora. So we learned a new technique called Bloom. What Bloom? Basically just draw a circle. Whenever you see dead things, use Bloom, and it'll probably not become dead anymore. Alright, so let's see. Usually there's something behind each Guardian Sapling, but there isn't this time, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and make our way out of here now. And not fall in the water like a dummy. Oh, great. Some more fights? Even when I just turn the place back to life? Dang, you guys sure never give up. Take that, sucker. Alright, where are you gonna be? Come on. Aha, I'm right behind you, sucker! Okay, so when he does that attack, that's your then he becomes invulnerable by a lot, and that's your chance to strike at him. And he seems to be missing his shots, even though I'm like directly right in front of him. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed my chance. Yep. Dang. That's fine. I will grind out Demon Fangs later, so that's not a huge problem. Okay. And more praise has gone to us. And we have some animals right here. Let's go ahead and feed them. And I'm gonna skip this because we've already seen what this cutscene looks like. Yeah, you can skip cutscenes in this game, but for the purpose of the Let's Play, I won't do that. Alright. So yeah, like I said, feeding every animal is required for 100%. Kind of lame, but I guess it makes sense because you also have to max out all your stats in order to 100% the game. So, and to max out your stats, you need a ton of praise. Anyway, with Bloom, if you stun this tree, you can bloom it, and then it'll become not an evil tree anymore. So that's cool. And you also get, and anytime you bloom a tree, you'll gain some fruits for your astral pouch, which is actually really cool. Hana Valley looks so much better now, but what about this gloomy patch of grass? You can use the power of Bloom to fill it in. Just fill it in with your brush, and Bloom will take care of it. So yeah, basically, well, it's not just Bloom. You also have to like scribble everything here. So you kind of just have to do something like this. And there we go. So anytime you see a gloomy patch of grass like this, just go ahead and scribble all over it, and you will, the gloomy patch of grass will just become not a gloomy patch of grass, and you'll gain praise for it too. And you'll get a green sprout tips, which teach you how to sprout trees, pretty much. Oh, and we also have travel tips, which is like our default thing right here. It basically just tells you what you can do. It basically just tells you your basic mechanics of the game. Ancient record of the pilgrimage across the land. If this were the real thing, normally it'd be worth a fortune, but with all the copies out there, you probably wouldn't get much out of it. At any rate, if you want to try and read it, just, okay. So yeah, basically what you can do, basically what green sprout is you just go ahead and draw a dot, and then a tree grows. And you can actually use it in battle, and it'll distract those yellow imps. So pretty cool. So anyway, you actually want to bloom every single tree. Not only because you get praise, but there's actually something else in this place that you'll get. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. And yes, these trees, gloomy trees do count as well as part of the trees that you have to bloom. So as you can see, anytime you see these like dead trees right here, just go ahead and bloom it, and you will gain some praise out of it. It's very little, but it does add up. Oh yeah, so what I just did there, as you see, these trees were already bloomed now. That is because if you line yourself up correctly on your screen, then you can actually bloom multiple trees at once, as long as you line yourself up correctly with the camera. And it does save a little bit of time just from doing that. It even saves you some ink pots as well. So that way you don't have to run out while you're blooming all these trees. So that's awesome. Okay, let's see. Is that all those trees right there? Yes, that is. Alright, there's a few more trees that we need to get here. There's some solar energy right there. Actually, I think it's further down. Go and progress onwards. Oh, great. These guys are back? Man, don't these guys ever give up? Jeez, really? Ow. There we go. Take that. I guarantee you there are really tough enemies out there. Enemies won't always be this easy. But because these are like our early enemies, it is expected to be, the fights are expected to be pretty simple. Okay, alright, let's go ahead and demonstrate this again here. Since it actually does look cool if you can bloom multiple trees at once. And I managed to bloom the one that's very far away, just like that. So yeah, that just saved me like 2 extra ink pots right there. Which can easily be refilled, so it's no problem if you happen to waste some. But if you're not upgrading your ink pots and you're doing like some sort of low level playthrough, then that might be a problem. Okay. Whenever you see an animal, if you feed it, then any animal that's within the group will be fed as well. So you don't have to feed every single animal. It's just every group of animals that is what counts. Alright. And for blooming every single tree, something happens. We get a treasure chest. What could that treasure chest contain? Let's find out later. Alright, if you head over here, however, there is a digging spot. Anytime you see these glowing things, that means you can dig it up. And we have a clover field. Cloverfield is a reference to the company that made this game, which is Cloverfield. Cloverfield tried to use first-party content in order to create third-party games, but it didn't work out, and then they eventually ran out of business. However, they are still around, and but on a different company name called Platinum Games. And for those who are familiar with that company, yes, they did. Yes, it is that company who made games such as Bayonetta. So, for anybody who's curious about that, I usually don't really pay attention to those type of game facts, but it's some cool stuff to know about. Over here is a digging spot. Of course, it doesn't look like you can dig there, but you are going to miss this if you don't go for it. But there is a digging spot there, and that chest contains a stray bead, so very important that you don't miss that at all. As you can see, there is an in-game time in this game, and there's day and night. There is day and night in this game, pretty much. Some things happen in certain times of the day, like there are nighttime exclusive events, and then there are daytime exclusive events. So yeah, very similar to like 3D Zelda games where there is a day and night system. There is a way where you can turn daytime, or where you can turn nighttime into daytime, but we do not have an ability to turn daytime into nighttime as of right now. Alright, so I believe, with that being said, I think that's everything that I want to show off here in Hana Valley. Because I think we've gotten everything now, so with that being said, I think that is going to be it for this episode of Okami. So, next time on Okami, we are going to go ahead and make our way to... Well, we're going to go ahead and make our way back to Shinshu Field and revive it now that we have the ability to bloom trees. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Good. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So, this is the transition to nighttime now. So, yeah, like I said, different things happen different things happen at night and day, and vice versa. So, yeah. Anyway, see you guys next time. Goodbye.